Ladies and gentlemen, when most people think about space, they imagine beauty. They picture sparkling stars, colorful galaxies, and peaceful planets floating through an endless cosmic ocean. Space is often described as inspiring, mysterious, and magnificent. But what if we look beyond the beautiful images? What if we uncover the terrifying reality hidden behind the cosmic curtain? Today, we're exploring a shocking truth. The universe is not a friendly place. In fact, many of the facts scientists have discovered about space make it seem more like a nightmare than a paradise. Consider this. Space is almost completely empty. If you were suddenly exposed to the vacuum of space without protection, you wouldn't survive for more than a few moments. There is no air to breathe, no pressure to support your body, and no mercy from the environment around you. Then there are black holes, perhaps the most frightening objects ever discovered. These cosmic monsters possess gravity so powerful that not even light can escape. Anything that crosses their boundary is lost forever, disappearing into a region where the known laws of physics begin to break down. But black holes are only the beginning. Entire stars can explode in violent supernovas, releasing more energy in a few seconds than our sun will produce during its entire lifetime. If such an explosion occurred close enough to Earth, it could wipe out life on our planet. The universe is also filled with radiation. Invisible streams of high-energy particles travel across space constantly. Astronauts venturing beyond Earth's protective magnetic field face dangers that could permanently damage their bodies. Space may look calm, but it is actually a battlefield of deadly forces. Even our own solar system contains worlds that resemble scenes from horror stories. On Venus, temperatures are hot enough to melt lead. The atmospheric pressure is crushing enough to destroy most spacecraft. On Jupiter, storms larger than Earth have rag. Space is incredibly hostile to life. The vacuum of space contains no air, extreme temperatures, and deadly conditions that make survival impossible without advanced protection. When people imagine space, they often picture a place of wonder and beauty. Stunning photographs of colorful nebulae, sparkling stars, and distant galaxies make the universe seem peaceful and inviting. However, the reality is far more frightening. Space is one of the most hostile environments imaginable. The moment a human leaves the protection of Earth without proper equipment, survival becomes nearly impossible. There is no oxygen to breathe, meaning unconsciousness would occur within seconds. The vacuum of space would cause bodily fluids to react dangerously, while the lack of atmosphere pressure would place tremendous stress on the human body. Temperatures can also swing between extremes, from scorching heat in direct sunlight to freezing cold in darkness. Even tiny particles become deadly threats in space. Small pieces of debris travel at incredible speeds, capable of damaging spacecraft or puncturing protective suits. Invisible radiation constantly moves through the cosmos, posing serious risks to living organisms. Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere shield us from much of this danger. But beyond that protective barrier, exposure becomes a major concern for astronauts. There are no hospitals, no emergency services, and no safe shelters waiting in the void. Every journey into space requires careful planning and advanced technology simply to stay alive. The beautiful night sky may appear calm from Earth, but beyond our atmosphere lies an environment that is relentlessly unforgiving and dangerous. Black holes and cosmic explosions are terrifying. Black holes trap everything, even light, while supernovas release unimaginable amounts of energy capable of destroying entire planetary systems. Among the most terrifying objects in the universe are black holes and exploding stars. These cosmic phenomena demonstrate just how violent and destructive space can be. A black hole forms when a massive star collapses under its own gravity, creating a region where gravity becomes so powerful that nothing can escape once it crosses a certain boundary. Not even light, the fastest thing in the universe, can break free. Scientists still struggle to understand exactly what happens inside a black hole, making these objects some of the greatest mysteries in modern astronomy. They silently lurk throughout the cosmos, consuming gas, dust, stars, and anything else that ventures too close. Equally frightening are supernovas, the enormous explosions that mark the death of certain stars. In a matter of moments, a supernova can release more energy than our sun will produce during its entire lifetime. The explosion sends powerful shock waves and radiation across vast distances. If such an event occurred close enough to Earth, it could severely damage our atmosphere and threaten life on a global scale. Some stellar explosions even leave behind neutron stars, objects so dense that a single teaspoon of their material would weigh billions of tons. These events remind us that the universe is not a peaceful place. Behind the beauty of the night sky lies a realm of unimaginable forces capable of destroying entire worlds without warning. The solar system contains nightmare worlds. Planets and moons feature crushing pressures, scorching temperatures, giant storms, and intense radiation that create environments far more dangerous than Earth. Our own solar system may seem familiar and safe, but a closer look reveals worlds that appear more like settings from a nightmare than places anyone would want to visit. Venus, often called Earth's sister planet because of its similar size, is actually one of the most hostile places imaginable. Its thick atmosphere traps heat so effectively that surface temperatures are hot enough to melt lead. The pressure at its surface is crushing, equivalent to being deep beneath Earth's oceans. Any unprotected visitor will be destroyed almost instantly. Jupiter presents a different kind of terror. This giant planet is dominated by immense storms, including the Great Red Spot, a storm so large that Earth could fit inside it. Winds rage at incredible speeds, and beneath the clouds lie pressures and temperatures that become increasingly extreme. Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are also worlds of violent weather and freezing conditions that challenge our understanding of survival. Even the moons of the solar system can be frightening. Some are covered in thick layers of ice, hiding vast oceans beneath, while others are constantly bombarded by intense radiation. On Io, one of Jupiter's moons, massive volcanic eruptions reshape the landscape continuously. Mars is a frozen desert with dust storms that can engulf the entire planet. These worlds remind us that Earth is a rare oasis in a solar system filled with dangerous and unforgiving environments. The vastness of the universe is mind-boggling. Distances in space are so enormous that even light takes years to travel between stars, highlighting humanity's tiny place in the cosmos. One of the most unsettling facts about space is its unimaginable size. The universe is so vast that the distances involved are difficult for the human mind to comprehend. On Earth, traveling from one city to another may take hours, and crossing an ocean may take days. In space, however, even the fastest spacecraft ever built would require thousands of years to reach many nearby stars. The Moon is relatively close to Earth, yet light still takes more than a second to travel between them. The Sun, our nearest star, is so far away that its light takes about 8 minutes to reach us. This means we never see the Sun exactly as it is in the present moment, but as it was several minutes ago. The nearest star beyond our solar system is more than 4 light years away. A light year is the distance light travels in a full year, moving at nearly 300,000 kilometers per second. Beyond are billions of stars, countless planets, and entire galaxies separated by enormous stretches of emptiness. Even neighboring galaxies are millions of light years apart. If humanity ever hopes to explore these distant regions, current technology is nowhere near sufficient. The sheer scale of the cosmos makes us realize how tiny our world truly is. Earth is just a small speck orbiting an ordinary star in a universe so large that much of it may forever remain beyond our reach.